Southwest Hot Chefs and Restaurants is brought to you in part by Sub-Zero Wolf Appliances, leaders in refrigeration and cooking.
We are cooking in a Sub-Zero Wolf kitchen in Albuquerque at Builder Source Appliance Gallery. And my guest today is Pat Keene, owner and chef at Farina Pizzeria and also the Artichoke Café.
That's right.
Of course. And last time you were on the show, you made a delicious potato leek soup. I really enjoyed that.
Right, right.
But you have a little bit of a twist. This is a Southern Italian dish that you can get in
That's
Farina.
right. At Farina, we're mostly known for our pizzas and our salads and antipastos, but we also do specials, and we try to keep them Southern Italian as much as possible. And this is a classic Southern Italian dish. This is chicken cacciatori.
Chicken cacciatori.
Chicken braised in wine and tomato sauce.
All right.
And the nice thing about chicken cacciatori is you can use, because you're braising, we can use an inexpensive cut of chicken.
Okay.
Here I have chicken thigh, bone-in chicken thighs.
Yeah, you can see the little bone, and and you don't
skin on.
You don't always see that.
Right.
Everybody gets in the habit of buying the boneless, but you said it adds a little more flavor.
Yeah, if you're buying it fresh, which I tend to do, and I would take the one with bone, because while you're braising it, the flavors from the bones will be infused into your sauce.
Okay. Now that you say
this is a long cooking dish. We're going to try to speed it up a little today for television, but yeah, I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Well, you say words like braised and cacciatori, and some people that inflicts a little fear, a little kitchen fear, but this really is a user, like an average person could make this.
Oh, yes.
It's a friendly dish, and you can find this recipe on southwesthotchefs.com, and these ingredients are not hard to find. They're simple ingredients.
It's all very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. While we don't want to turn the chicken until they've been in the pan, and it's a pretty hot pan, you can see. We have it on high.
Yeah.
And we want to get them nice and brown, turn them, brown them on the other side. But also, both sides we've salt and peppered. This is black pepper. I always like to use freshly ground pepper. We'll turn the chicken now.
Okay.
In the real world, we probably want it a little browner and crispier than this.
And you know what you're doing, because I was in Farina last night.
Right.
I took my daughters in, and the man that helped us said, I said, can you recommend a dessert? We went in for dessert, because we'd already had dinner, and it was packed.
Right.
And such a cool environment. I mean, it really, you get in there and you go, it's hip, it's fun, it's very lively.
Yes.
Everyone's got these amazing pizzas stacked 2 by 2 on their table, and they're sharing them family style. But what was interesting to me is how busy it was. You probably need to knock that brick wall down.
Well, we're actually considering adding a private dining room on the other side of that wall when the tenants move out of that space. So
yeah, I'm sure people.
It could happen in the next year.
Wow, that'd be great. Wow.
Right.
So more people can enjoy food at Farina.
Okay, so the next step is we're going to remove the chicken to a separate plate. And just set it aside and let it rest. It doesn't have to be fully cooked, because remember, it's going to go back in the pan.
So we just browned it.
You just want it browned.
Okay. All right.
But it doesn't have to be fully cooked.
Okay.
It'll fully cook when we're at the braising stage.
Okay.
Which is...
Let me know when we're braising, because I'm still not clear on that.
I will, because that's very important.
All right.
Okay, so now we're adding our chopped onion, chopped cremini mushrooms. They're cut in quarters, and we wipe them clean first. You don't rinse them, you just wipe them off with a damp rag.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's right, because you don't want your mushrooms can get soggy.
Yeah.
But what I like about these mushrooms is when you saute them, they have a real nice earthy flavor that they add to the dish.
Yeah.
They have much more flavor than white mushrooms, and they're Italian.
Yeah.
This is Italian.
I like the texture too, they're a little firmer.
Right, then we have some chopped garlic. Southern Italian food always has garlic. So.
Wow, and that smell is wonderful.
Yeah, onions, garlic, mushrooms. Can't get much better than that.
No, you can't.
Okay, then we want to make sure the pan is nice and hot. And once this is really kind of tossed around and absorbing all the good olive oil in there, we're going to deglaze the pan with red wine.
Okay.
And what deglazing does is it picks up all the bits of chicken, browned chicken in the pan that were created in the browning process and incorporates it into the dish.
So it releases them and it becomes part of the
It releases them
sauce.
and becomes part of the sauce. It adds to the sauce.
Okay.
And what after we add the wine, we want to let it reduce probably, you know, by about half and let the alcohol cook off. Now we're going to add some chicken stock. And then we're going to add some chopped tomatoes. And use the juice also, because we want a lot of liquid in here.
Can you get this in the can if you're making this at home?
Yes, this is absolutely canned.
Okay.
I like to just buy a nice high quality tomato.
Okay.
But you know, if you're a gardener and you you know, can your own tomatoes, by all means. Don't use fresh tomatoes though.
Okay.
Because it just doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
They have to be canned or preserved. You know, if you put up your own tomatoes, that's fine too.
And you can go to the artichokecafe.com and see this tutorial again if you want to watch Pat make it and get a little more help than just reading the recipe. And the recipe's on our website.
Right. Now at this point in time, we're going to add some of our fresh chopped herbs. That's a little bit of Italian parsley.
Okay.
And here I have fresh thyme and sage. You know, the more herbs you put in a dish, the more variety, the nicer the flavor is going to be.
I agree.
Okay, so at this point in time, we have everything in the dish that's going to be in there. We put in our herbs, our tomatoes, our wine, our chicken broth, seasoned it with a little more salt and pepper. Now's the time to put your chicken back in.
And now the chicken needs to cook completely and simmer with the sauce.
That's right.
All right, and
So we want to submerge it into the sauce. That's the other. You want to make sure it's covered.
Okay, and while it does that, we're going to take a break while that cooks, and when you rejoin us, we're going to plate it and taste it.